What's up, YouTube? Libra Finesse here with more money messages using the Money and Law of Attraction cards, Esther and Jerry Hicks, Teachings of Abraham, and the Universal Love card deck from Tony Carmine Salerno. I'd like to welcome all my returning listeners, all my new listeners. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to receive these money messages with me. I know everyone's having a wonderful day, and if not, leave it in the comments and let's talk about it. I did post a short of Let's Talk About It. Go ahead and check that out. I did post it yesterday to my channel, just kind of like a snippet of, you know, how it'll go. Of course, I'll be in different settings because I'll post outside or in my office or in my room. So it'll have different settings, but it's just basically topics that are on my mind for that day. It could have been something that annoyed me that day. It could be me just venting, but it's whatever. Hey, it's whatever I want to talk about or whatever y'all want to talk about. Leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, let's get to the messages. Thanking God for everything on today. Everything. We have to be so thankful and grateful for the now of everything. So many people are, wanting and needing and desiring, whatever you want to call it. But those two cards flipped over, so I'll take those two. But be thankful and grateful. Be appreciative for now. Thank you, God, for now. I'm breathing. I have mobility. My family's good. I have money. I'm successful. Thank God for what's happening in the now. Whatever your now looks like, give thanks for that. Be appreciative to whatever your now looks like. Everybody now is different. Be appreciative for what's happening in the now for you, because some folks ain't experiencing the now, if you catch my drift. So just focus on, hey, my kids got off to school okay today. My man got off to work today. Okay, if you're working a 9 to 5, I made it to work today. It's Friday. Some people might be getting paid today. I got paid today. Be appreciative for that. And for us who get paid every day, be appreciative for that. I'm so grateful for all the money that comes to me from different sources, expected and unexpected, every day. Be appreciative for your health right in the now, because I've seen people's health take a turn for the worst overnight, and then sometimes I've seen it take a turn for the best overnight. Be appreciative for the now, people. Let the now radiate so hard from you. Let the now speak for you, because you're making it right now. Like, everything is worked out for you right now. So you really don't have to worry about shit. Like, you don't have to worry about a damn thing, because everything is worked out for you in the now. And if we start living life like that, I feel like things would just flow better for us. If we just start living in the, hey, it's working out right here, right now. And even if there are things going on in the now that, aren't too pleasant or aren't even what you desire, it's okay. Be like, you know what? It is what it is for right now, because that shit is temporary. What they say, troubles don't last. Troubles really do not last. My bad. So we have to just focus on, okay, there's always something. That card fell out. Answer prayer. I remember this one came out the other day. There's always something to look at in your life to be grateful for. A lot of us are living answered prayers. I know I am. A lot of us are just living our life freely, abundantly, happily, healthily. It seems to be like magic for some folks, how things just work out. And I'm one of those folks. I'm one of those many folks that I know. We'll take healing sounds. That one came out. I'm one of those folks that I know, I've been through some dark times. And to look at where I've come from to where I am now, that's definitely an answered prayer. Okay, so we got two of the law of attraction money messages. And then I don't know if you guys can see, oops, back there. Let me move them over. And then we have two of the universal love card decks, tarot, universal love cards that came out of that deck. So we have healing sounds and then answer prayer. And then I'm going to read the money messages first. Card 40, you may be 40 years of age. 40 may be your life path number. 4 may be your life path number, however you like it to resonate for you. I'm trying to get that glare out of there. I can set my own standards for financial well being. Yeah, because it's your story. You write it, rewrite it, and rewrite it the way you liked it to be. You know, things don't always pan out the way we expect or to our liking. So you just go back and rewrite it. And even, you know, when things happen that are out of your control or, you know, they didn't pan out or the way you saw it to be, you can always tell the different story in your head. Like, well, I saw this happen in the 3D, but in my head, that shit worked out to the T. You can start telling that story. Once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience if that is your desire. And I know it's my desire. Oops. I know it's my desire. Do not let others set the standards about how much money you should have or about what you should do with it, for you are the only one who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow those things to flow into your experience that life has helped you know that you want. So again, like nobody else is going to dictate, oh, you only deserve this amount of money because X, Y, and Z, because of your actions or, you know, because of the way you think. No, you set the tone. You define the standards for what it is that you desire. Nobody else. I look at somebody real foolish if they came into my life and was like, well, this is all you deserve. What? That's crazy. And I used to work in the corporate world, and when we would write bonuses, I would, you know, I work closely with the owner, and when she would give me the list to create the bonus checks, I would be looking like, wow, these employees gonna be mad because you have people who've been there 8 to 12 years, and they're getting like a $300 bonus. And people say, yeah, just be thankful. And I'm all for that. But when you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table, you know you're worth more. And needless to say, a lot of those people end up leaving because somebody was actually offering them what it is that they desired, what aligned better for them and their family and their financial goals. You know what you're worth. You know what you desire. No one else can set the standard for that but you. You know, and that's why some conversations don't even need to be had with certain folks because they don't know you. You know, people think they know you, but you people it's just a thought. Because knowing somebody, or do you know them through all their flaws? Do you know them through, you know, different characteristics, different traits that they may have? You don't really know people. You really don't. Nobody knows you better than you. You know, you can, people always say, oh, my mama know me, my daddy know me. Yeah, they know you, but you and you know what's best for you and you know what you deserve. Don't ever put a cap on what it is that you deserve. You set the standards for it and you rise above what everybody else feels like you should have or what you deserve, because nobody can come into my life and tell me, oh, well, you deserve this based on this. That sounds crazy. Not happening. Card 28, you may be 28 years of age. 2 and 8 is 10. So you may, like, my life path number may be 10. 10 may just be a lucky number for you, however it resonates. I'm developing the skill to direct my thoughts. Yes, direct them into the direction that works for you, the direction that's comfortable for you, not anyone else. Some people do, and I've done it before early on in my life, like where I was just so into pleasing other people, and I didn't notice that that was like a form of insecurity. And once I broke out of that, you know, some people were like, "Oh, you're mean." No, I'm just me. It may come off mean. My mom be like, it comes off brash sometimes, and it's not that I'm mean to, but I get passionate about certain things. And then again, you're not just gonna walk all over me. So if it comes off brash or it comes off mean, so be it. Because if I get to that point, I'm feeling like you're trying to attack me or you're trying to use me. And I'm not user friendly. And who wants to be attacked? So yeah, sometimes things can come off. a certain type of way. We can't be people pleasing, but we do need to direct our thoughts, back on subject, to what it is that we desire. I'm still in the process of developing that skill, because sometimes my thoughts, they may veer off into oncoming traffic. That's not cool. I have to hurry up and grab them and bring them back and put them on a high flying disc with me, because that's where they belong. I direct my thoughts to what feels good for me, things that feel good. And you can direct your thoughts into things, that, like, being appreciative for things that have not come yet, but in your heart of hearts that it's coming. Direct your thoughts into stuff like that. Just good feeling all the time, or more often than not. If you can't do it all the time, more often than not. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts towards what you want. To be adept at quickly elevating all situation. Let me read that again. My apologies. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts toward what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want, and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts that will yield results that cannot be compared with the results their mere actions can provide. So when people are like, "Oh, I gotta put in the hard work, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that," like action filled stuff, your thoughts will produce better results. Not to say your actions won't produce any results, but your thoughts, because everything comes from a thought, everything starts from a thought, it's the most powerful. And I feel like when people be like, "Oh, I'm putting the work in, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that," a lot of times that's physical. Like they feel like, "Oh, I was nice to this person, or I did this for that person, or I did that." And all that's fine and dandy. But if you're doing it and your thoughts are like, "This old rotten motherfucker, or this old bitch ass," like, where are your thoughts? You're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. And I've been there before, I've done it before. But more often than not, my thoughts are, focused on the things that I desire. And I don't do a lot of things that I don't want to do. Like, even if I know that it's gonna help somebody, if I'm busy with myself, they'll have to wait. And you know how people get when you tell them, "Oh, you gotta wait, I'm doing something." And it could be I could be doing anything. I could be meditating, I could be visualizing. I'm busy with me. People don't understand that though. If they don't see you physically putting action and breaking a sweat, "Oh, what are you doing?" Don't worry about what I'm doing. Put yourself first. But a lot of times I'm not doing things that I don't want to do. So my thing is, yeah, you'll do the work, you'll do the nice deeds, from a physical sense. But what are your thoughts saying that whole time you're doing that? Are you cursing that person? Are you cursing the situation? Remember, everything comes from a thought. So the money that you desire is coming from a thought. Keep that money on your mind. And I'm not saying don't do things for people, but if it's really not in your heart to do it, don't do it. Because going against the grain is more detrimental to your health than anything. You don't want to go against the grain and just be cursing the whole situation as you're doing it. I'd rather somebody tell me no than to do something for me and have a stank ass attitude the whole time because they really didn't want to do it. Point blank, period. Like, I just rather you tell me no, and let me get the fuck on and find another way to get what it is that I desire. Keep your thoughts on the things that you desire. Keep your thoughts on that money that you desire, whether it's we talking about being open to all sums all the time, or if there's a specific amount that you desire, let's say $5 million. Keep your mind stayed on that. Think, speak, and move as if you already have that. And again, not 24 or more, but more often than not, how would you act if you had the 5 million right now? What would you be doing if you were able to go and buy the home that you desire right now? What would you be doing if you were able to go and buy the car that you desire right now? Think about that, you guys. Make sure your thoughts are in a place that's good for you, a place that feels good for you. And then we have answered prayer. We are all living in an answered prayer. I don't care what you might be going through. Life is an answered prayer. Oh, wow. And I turned right to it. Look at that. So let's get to it. I don't want to put the card there. The universe is listening and has heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. Expect a pleasant surprise in the coming weeks. I love seeing this card. This is the second time I've seen this card since I've been doing the both of these decks. And I love it. I feel like it's speaking to me too, because I know that my prayer has been it's been answered. The universe heard my call for help, and yeah, my prayer will soon be answered. I love that. Expect a pleasant surprise in the coming weeks. The butterfly angel depicted on this card reflects the positive transformation now taking place. She has heard your heartfelt whispers. She knows your dreams, your fears, and concerns. She has taken them into herself and changed their shape. The dull has turned bright, the bound has found its wings, a wish becomes a truth. Your question, and now you question, and now she answers. Listen and allow. She will fill your heart with love, joy, and a reminder that you are never alone. Embrace her with your new wings of light. Her love for you is unconditional and spans all time and grace and space. Give her your troubles. She delights in their transformation and responds to every heartfelt call. I love that. Uh, this card is so beautiful to me because I look at it and I remember how the book said, give her your troubles. And like I said in the reading before, who do you know? Where do you know? What do you know that you can give all your troubles to, and they will transform them? They will transform them for your betterment. I love this. I love this card. So I feel like that's speaking to me too. Like my what I'm praying for, all that I desire will soon be answered, and it will soon come to me. My prayer has been answered, and it will arrive soon. That's how I feel when I see that card, and it keeps me going. Like, it gives me a good feeling just knowing that, okay, it's coming. It's just confirmation for me. That's how I feel about that one. It's confirmation for me. And then we have healing sounds. This one's kind of graphic, but I don't. Oops, my bad. Sorry for the glare. Um, yeah, I know some people when they pull cards, they're like, "Oh, I hope YouTube don't, ban me or anything for the nudity of the cards." Not happening here. Not on my channel. Let's get it together. There we go. Okay. Healing sounds. The lady holds a crystal sphere through which she can access ancient healing sounds. Your ears cannot hear these sounds, for they are the vibrations of spirit, but their healing resonation is felt on a spiritual level and infuses and nourishes every cell within your body, every notion of your mind, and every element of your soul. Over the next few days, find a crystal that you are drawn to. You do not need to be an expert on crystals, just pick one intuitively. Try to find one that is small enough to carry with you. Hold it gently in your hand with your eyes closed, relax, and feel the healing energy radiating from it. Each crystal has a frequency and healing quality that is felt on a cellular level. So that's a challenge for everybody. Grab a crystal. I don't have one here with me right now in my office, but I'm definitely going to get my green aventurine and do the practice that it said. Just hold it and feel the healing energy radiating from it, because everybody knows crystals hold so much energy. And again, I am gifting three of my largest crystals to whoever would like them. Just email me or drop something in a comment saying, "Hey, I would like one of the crystals," and I'll go ahead and ship it to you free of charge. It's not going to cost you anything. And I did mention this yesterday. Like, I wouldn't want to just put my address out there. I mean, some people do, but you can always have it shipped to like a UPS store or FedEx store or something like that. I know we do that here in Arizona. Like, people will have stuff shipped to that store, and it's not every store. It's I know of two stores that does it. So if you have a store in your area that does it, let me know and I can ship it there for you. But definitely, you guys, let's bring this money in. That's the concern of a lot of people in this day and age. Like, more than ever is money. So take the challenge that was on in this book for the healing sounds card. Like, grab you a crystal, small one that you can just hold in your hand and feel its cellular energy. Feel the energy, just radiate with it. Hold it and feel what it's given to you. You may get a download from that. Hold a crystal in your meditation sessions. You may get a download from that, and from there you can take inspired action. I love that when downloads just come to me. I'll sit in meditation, and sometimes I'll get a vision, or I'll hear a sound, or it'll be a color. Whatever it is, it's different for everybody. I used to hear phrases and they were so weird, but of course it was my voice, and I'd be saying just random shit. I was like, what is this? But I did write it down because I'm like, it'll resonate at some point in time. Don't ever think that things just happen in vain. And don't ever think that you're on this journey in vain and your work is in vain, because everything is seen. The universe sees everything. So don't ever feel like, oh, I just been on this journey and nothing's happening. If you start feeling like that, take a step back from everything. That's when you need to let the work for you. Like all the work that you've put in, and if you're just exhausted with certain things or certain techniques or methods, take time, set back, maybe take some time off from doing everything. There are people who meditate, journal, visualize. They do a lot. And sometimes people put so much on themselves, they feel like, okay, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I don't feel like that about nothing. I don't have to do a damn thing. But I do what makes me feel good. I do what makes me feel happy. I do what brings me joy. And that's how we really need to start looking at things in life. Like, will people say it's selfish? Yeah, but who cares? Who cares? Because my selfishness leads to selflessness. If I can get me right, I can help to get you right. Like, I cannot ever put anybody above me, because if I'm not good, how the hell can I make sure the next person is good? And I'm not saying that it's my job, but I'm here on this earth to be of service. That's my purpose. And that service can be many other things. But if I'm not right mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, how can I help other people to be right? That's a good question that, people don't really, not a lot of people take the time and slow down and be like, you know what? What do I need today? What can I do for myself today? What can I do to help me feel better today? Even if it's because some days I'll wake up and I'll feel a certain type of way. And I'm like, nah, that ain't right. Mm-mm. Let me get myself together. So I'll take time to get me together. Like, um, and it's not waking up like angry or anything, but have you ever just woke up and felt off about stuff? So you need to take time to lay down a little bit longer, or just sit in silence and recalibrate things. Just get in alignment with what it is that is for you. What the joy of the day, the abundance of the day, the love of the day, the money of the day. Don't you want to be in alignment with that? So if you ever just feel like, okay, I'm exhausted, take time. Take time off, take a break from shit. It's okay. Someone said that rest is neurological wealth. Don't be afraid of naps. Do not be afraid to sleep. We can get up at 8 or 6 and be knocked out by 10. And it's okay, because I'm exhausted by that time. There's so much that has transpired in my life by that time. I'm exhausted. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it be like that. Or, just never be afraid to take naps. Never be afraid to rejuvenate yourself, however that looks. It don't look the same for everybody, but don't be afraid to do those things, because those are bringing you closer in alignment with what it is that you desire. You want that money, you want that $5 million. Take a break from stuff and watch God guide you directly to it. Stop trying so hard for stuff. Just allow yourself to be led throughout each day. Just ask for divine guidance and then let it go. Universe, divinely guide me to what it is that I desire. Start saying that, to ways that I am capable to receive what it is that I desire, so that it's not in an uncomfortable way. Like, hey, I want $5 million. Universe, guide me in ways, lead me in ways that that I'm capable to receive it, or lead me in ways that are compatible with me receiving it. Give me ways that are compatible with me receiving it. Whatever it is that you desire, just ask for it. And you don't have to keep asking for it all throughout the day. But when I do ask for things in the morning, my mind is stayed on those things. My mind is on those things all day. And it's not like I'm ODing on it, but my mind is stayed on it like, oh, it showed up. What am I doing now? Where I'm flying to now? Where we going on vacation now? Who I'm helping today? Like, God, where would you have me pay it forward? Lead me those places today where you know those people need the most help, or somebody in that store is going to need my help, and I'm going to be right there because I'm always in the right place at the right time. Just ask for what it is you want and leave it, but keep your mind stayed upon it. I said think, speak, and move as if you already have it. Those are my money messages for today. Y'all stay blessed. I'll tap in with y'all soon.